Hey everybody, how are you doing? We good? Can I get a thumbs up? Thumbs down? Yes, love it. Thanks for being here. I'm Kelly O'Hara, your host today. I've recently retired from playing soccer, as you can see from the fact that I'm wearing tiny, tiny little heels. I played for the U.S. Women's National Team and Gotham FC. I've spent my whole life on soccer fields in this country and around the world. I've seen firsthand what women's soccer can be, while also being keenly aware of how more investment in the game is needed. That's why I'm beyond thrilled to share today's news, that Michele Kang is investing $30 million in U.S. soccer's women's and girls programs over the next 5 years. Let's do it. This is the largest philanthropic investment directed specifically towards U.S. soccer's women's and girls programs, and the most generous donation ever made to U.S. soccer by a woman. With this historic gift, U.S. soccer will be able to scale competitive opportunities for youth players, expand and improve talent identification, and fuel professional development for female players and referees. The expected impact from a donation like this is substantial. We're talking 100,000 more players in the national team pipeline, providing professional development to double the number of female referees and coaches in the game, and every player, everywhere, having an opportunity to be seen. That's game-changing for our sport and should make us all feel good about the present and future of women's soccer in this country. The U.S. Women's National Team has been a global powerhouse for decades. And like anyone who has ever worn the crest, I want it to stay that way, and dare I say, I need it to stay that way. Investments like this help make that possible and ensure the next generation will have an even clearer path to the podium and professionalism than we did. It's an important development, and we have important people here to talk more about it today. First, we'll hear from Cindy Parlow-Cone, President of the U.S. Soccer Federation. Cindy is the first female to hold the position and also the first who played for a senior U.S. national team. Under Cindy's leadership, U.S. Soccer achieved the landmark Equal Pay Agreement. She also was instrumental in the hiring of Emma Hayes and Mauricio Pochettino, as well as the establishment of a new national training center in my backyard of Atlanta, Georgia, which will open in 2026. Not only is Cindy a superstar president, she was a superstar player. Cindy earned 158 caps for the U.S. Women's National Team while scoring 75 goals, which is only 73 more than I did. 72. And it still stands as 8th on the USA's all-time goals list. During her career, she was a 2-time Olympic gold medal winner and a member of the historic 1999 Women's World Cup winning team. She is the youngest player ever to win both an Olympic gold medal and a Women's World Cup title. And because of all this, Cindy was inducted into the National Hall of Fame in 2018. Please welcome our president, Cindy Parlow-Cone.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you all for being here. This is a really special day for U.S. soccer. In my 4 decades in the sport, I have repeatedly seen that when you invest in women and invest in women's soccer, the ROI is impressive, well beyond the financial return. From Title IX, the '99 Women's World Cup, equal pay, as Kelly mentioned, and you had a little bit to do with that as well, so thank you. Purpose-built women's soccer stadiums and more, investment in women's soccer consistently yields results that exceeds all expectations. Michele Kang knows this very well, and she has been raising the bar and the expectations for years, and she does so again today. Her investment in U.S. soccer helps us not just develop the best female players in the world, it will help us surround these players with the very best professionals. There are great careers for women in soccer, on and off the pitch. I think I'm an example of that. Michele, as you are too. And Kelly, in the journalism and trying to figure out the next step. She's recently retired, so. Michele, thank you. You continue to break the stereotype of preconceived notions of what it means, what it looks like to invest in women and girls. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for believing and trusting in JT and me. I cannot even begin to express to you how meaningful it is to me personally to have you commit in such a huge way to help us transform women's soccer in the US. Your gift today will impact thousands of lives now and for years to come. We're talking it's going to impact over 100,000 women and girls. Think about that for a second. 100,000 people's lives are going to be transformed because of what Michele is doing today. Michele, thank you for continuously raising the bar.
Thanks, Cindy. Next up is the woman of the hour, Michele Kang, who I had the pleasure of working with when I played for the Washington Spirit, where we won a championship together in 2021. Michele is a trailblazing businesswoman, investor, and philanthropist dedicated to advancing women's sports. She's the first woman of color to own an NWSL team, the Washington Spirit, and is also the majority owner of OL Feminine and London City Lionesses. And by doing so, Michele continues to set new standards across the industry. In 2024, she launched Kaniska, the first multi-team global organization focused on professionalizing women's football, demonstrating its long-term commercial viability and cultural impact. Michele has been recognized as a power player in women's sports by Sports Business Journal and one of the 50 most influential figures in sports by Sports Illustrated. Please welcome an absolute game changer and my friend, Michele Kang.
Well, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Cindy. Actually, while we're waiting, Kelly asked, how did this all start? And actually, it started with a breakfast with JT and me during the Olympic, when the U.S. women won the gold medal. So it's really an honor to be here alongside U.S. Soccer to announce this historic step forward, women's and girls soccer in the United States. This announcement is deeply personal for me. This represents more than just financial support. It's about establishing an enduring foundation for the future of women's soccer. A foundation that starts with youth level and expands to include players, referees, coaches, and staff. And one that will create a self-sustaining ecosystem where soccer can thrive long-term for women and girls across the nation. We can't build lasting success by focusing solely on professional teams, leagues, or dedicated training facilities and stadiums. They're all great, necessary. But to truly professionalize and elevate the women's game, it's essential to me that we develop every element of the ecosystem, starting from the earliest stage of soccer development. This means building and offering systematic development of opportunities for young girls. This means tracking all those young players through expanded talent pipelines in an organized and structured way, leveraging state-of-the-art technology and data analytics. This also means developing female coaches and referees by expanding access to training, mentorship, and education for them. Without these elements, the growth we're seeing now could be temporary. With them, we have the power to create a lasting, transformative impact. As you know, soccer is the world's largest and favorite sport, and U.S. Soccer has been a global leader in women's game. But the success of the women's national team reflects the incredible talent already present in the U.S., but the future of the sport depends on ensuring that every young girl who dreams of playing soccer at the highest level has the resources and access and support to make their dream a reality. The future of professional teams and leagues relies on a reservoir of highly talented and well-trained coaches and referees for women's game. I want to emphasize that this gift is not about just catching up to achieve parity. We are creating a system where girls and women have as many opportunities, resources, and paths to success as boys and men, where every female player is seen and every female coach, referee, and staff member has the support to thrive. This investment will enable U.S. soccer to double, as both Cindy and Kelly have mentioned, double the number of national team camps for girls and women, bringing us to 6 camps per age group, which is a critical step to matching international standards. It will also expand U.S. Soccer's digital talent identification platform, growing 12-fold to reach 100,000 players from 9,000 today. This also ensures that no talented player is overlooked and that opportunities are accessible to more girls across the country than ever before. But this is not about just the players, right? With this donation, U.S. Soccer will also double professional development opportunities. This donation will increase licensed female coaches from 40,000 to 80,000, and female referees from about 30,000 to 60,000. This is about building the entire ecosystem, creating opportunities at every level to elevate the game and its people, while also supporting the growth and standards of the game to ensure that women's soccer is one of the most entertaining and competitive products. Importantly, building this ecosystem also requires men as advocates, coaches, and leaders in the women's game. Advancing women's soccer is not just a task for women, it is a collective effort. By involving and motivating more men to champion the women's game, we can accelerate the progress and ensure its place at the center of the global sports conversation. So my hope is that this gift acts as a seed capital, a catalyst to inspire others to join this movement. We need fans, sponsors, and investors to step up and ensure that this momentum translates into sustainable growth. Together, we can make women's soccer a professional, respected path and an essential part of the sport's future. We are at a defining moment for women's sports. The energy and momentum are undeniable, but this momentum requires action. By investing today, we can build a system in which every young girl sees a clear path to success. The foundation we lay now will support generations of players, coaches, and leaders to come. The time to invest is now, and the opportunity to make a lasting impact has never been greater. So let's seize this moment and ensure that the future of women's soccer is as limitless as the potential of the athletes who play it. Thank you.
I'm blown away right now. I'm so excited. And Michele, this is truly incredible. Before we open it up for questions, we'll hear from JT Batson, CEO and Secretary General of the U.S. Soccer Federation. Since joining the Federation in September 2022, he has spearheaded several critical initiatives to grow and strengthen the game throughout the U.S. His strategic vision for the Federation has increased engagement throughout the soccer ecosystem, strengthened the commercial business, unlocked advancement opportunities, and helped U.S. Soccer create a world-class organization. Please welcome our CEO, JT Batson.
Well, thank you, and thank you all for being here. So, U.S. soccer exists in service to soccer. Our ambitions are to bring joy, the joy of soccer to everyone, everywhere. Our goal is to have our teams win on the world stage, and our goal is to galvanize investment in our game. I'm grateful and excited for this gift and for Michele's personal leadership as it helps us do just that and ensure that the United States is the best place in the world to be a women's soccer player, coach, referee, or fan. Philanthropy is a great strength of our country. We know that historic philanthropy supporting U.S. soccer by visionary leaders works. Arthur M. Blank's founding gift for the National Training Center and the support by Arthur and his team has led to 9 figures of new investment in U.S. soccer. Michele's gift will undoubtedly do the same. As a business leader, as an NWSL owner, Michele knows firsthand the importance of investing in people and enabling the pathways, programs, and systems to be world-class at scale. This gift is an affirmation of U.S. soccer's commitment to bring those to life in support of the entire American soccer ecosystem. We are all here because we believe soccer is a force for good. Michele's personal story, along with so many of us, is a testament to that. On behalf of everyone at U.S. Soccer, I want to thank Michele for her leadership, her generosity, and most of all, her friendship. I'm excited by what we can accomplish together, so thank you.